scuba.
Man, we got some gear to load here.
Some gear. G'day everybody and welcome to the channel. My name's Levi and I'm a prospector and adventurer of gold in Tasmania. In today's video, my friend Rob and myself will be scuba diving for some deeper gold in one of our favourite rivers. This is the first time I've ever used scuba gear and it's certainly different to be able to breathe underwater. Righto, so I've just had my first go with the tanks and that is insane. It's so weird to be underwater and being able to breathe. Really cool feeling. There wasn't much bedrock there yet, so I've just noticed I was a little bit light. I'm going to throw another weight on the belt and hopefully I can stay on the bottom a bit easier. Eventually I got to the bottom of the river and I found some bedrock, and not only that, I found my first small piece of gold. I must apologise for the shakiness of the camera work. One of the first things I noticed using the tanks was it was very difficult to keep your body upright and still be working and scratching crevices looking for gold. It's certainly a lot different prospecting for gold using scuba gear. You have to think about your equipment and your safety on a regular basis. And as you can tell, this equipment is not the best. I wasn't having much luck in this location, so I ventured over to see how Rob was doing. But Rob had had about the same luck as what I'd had so far. If you're new to prospecting underwater, the method that we're using is called sniping. And what we're doing is using a metal crevicing hook to remove all the gravels and materials off the river bedrock to find the gold that gets trapped down underneath. I found one more small piece of gold in this location, but I spoke to Rob. It was now time to move on to a different spot. Climbing around steep hills in scuba gear is certainly challenging. The new location looked much more promising. There was a lot more traps for the gold to get caught up. And soon enough, the gold arrived. The crevice I was working headed deeper into the river. I was finding it very difficult to move the gravels and continue working this crevice. The more effort I would put into moving the rocks, the more I'd tend to push away from the riverbed. I think I still needed more weights in my dive belt. My tank was getting low and I hadn't really found a great deal of gold, but I soldiered on for the last bit of air that I had left. This piece here, although it looks small, was a nice little gold picker.
You can see here I'm using a rock for a bit of extra weight to keep myself down on the bottom of the riverbed.
So this scuba's awesome, great way to do it, but definitely not easy. We're going to go a bit further upstream, have a crack, and see if we can do a bit better up there. We've only got a few little flakes each, so it's heavy stuff though. Very different to just free diving it.
Both my scuba tanks were now empty. It was time to get rid of the tanks, get rid of the weight belt, and get back to free diving for gold. I went back to a spot that I'd worked on a previous trip but hadn't finished off, and it wasn't long and I was back on the gold. Came across a really nice gold nugget. I called Rob over and told him to come have a look. I was pretty excited about this piece of gold because I knew that there was probably going to be more behind this low pressure point. There's a little ledge in front of all this gravel that you can see on camera, but I had my work cut out trying to move it all so I could get down to that bedrock underneath. Eventually the bedrock began to show, and this is when it gets exciting. And sure enough, behind this ledge there was some really nice pieces of gold. I certainly wasn't prepared for this next one. Sorry for this very poor audio, but my GoPro was really playing up this day. I was having such an awesome time, I just couldn't believe the amount of gold that was hiding behind this ledge. gold did begin to slow down. I'd had a fantastic day. It was getting a bit late, so I decided to call it a day and head home. We'll take a closer look at that gold now at home and see how we did. Okay, and here they are. How cool are the shapes of some of these nuggets? I absolutely love the bigger one. And this one here, how cool is that? What do you think they look like? I got no idea. This little spearhead one, and some rounder ones, but it's all very chunky and nice gold. I'm pumped with this one. That has to be one of my favourite shaped nuggets to date, I reckon. A bit of a L or a boot. It's like a boot. Could also be an L for Levi. Must have been just for me. Alright, let's see what some of these bigger ones weigh. Just make sure that's teared off. 2.6. Holy moly. That is my biggest 2 grammer. And I had no idea. I thought it would be in the 1 gram range, but I guess it's pretty long. Yeah, very good. Let's weigh this one. That one there is almost a gram. Sorry about the dirty, unclipped fingernails. Almost a gram for that one. .4. 0.4. What's that little crown weigh? 1/4 gram. 0.3. There you go. Alright, let's get it all on there. .6. A very good day indeed. After taking a look at the gold nuggets a little closer, I soon realised that I could almost spell my name with the gold nuggets that I'd found for the day. What an awesome day it had been. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like for me. I love hearing from you, so if you could leave some comments, that'd be great. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do have merchandise in a link in the description below where you can purchase hoodies and t-shirts. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a great week, and bye for now.